Dear new members of staff and students in the Faculty of Law, every year, all new members of staff and new students in the faculty are required to swear a code of ethics. This is because the Faculty of Law prepares students for what is usually referred to as the noble profession. In other words, the ethical standard required by a lawyer is very different from that required by a businessman or a politician, for example. It is also different from that required by many other professions. This year, the Code of Ethics ceremony is rather different from the previous years. It is virtual and online, much in the same way as we have done many other things in the university this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. That, however, does not take away the value and the importance of the occasion and the event. Today, you are privileged to have a keynote speaker who is inspirational, motivational, and hugely innovative. Ms. Leah Molateli is indeed a true and living example of what a young, successful lawyer should be. She is an example of how much you can achieve if you put your mind and effort into it. I wish to take this opportunity to thank her for accepting the invitation to be the keynote speaker. For my part, my remarks today are about ethical behavior for law students. My first lecture as a law student many years ago was about the difference between ethics, morality, and legality. I was taught that ethics refers to the basic concepts and fundamental principles of decent human conduct and behavior. I was also taught that morality refers to the principles concerning the distinction between right and wrong or good and bad behavior. I was too naive at the time to understand the difference, but I was able to tell that the common denominator between ethics and morality is good behavior. I must remind you that we are not just talking about ethics generally. We are talking about ethics for legal academics and law students. According to one commentator, and I quote, "If legal education in faculties is to succeed in producing legal graduates of strong moral fiber and who are fit to practice, it must offer more than reviews of codes of conduct. To properly assist law students in avoiding pitfalls which may lead to disciplinary action, they must be informed about how their internal moral compasses can help them to do so," close quotation. And so I want to take this opportunity to share with you a few examples of what I consider to be ethical behavior for law students. 1, respectful and civil behavior in person and in communications. In the Faculty of Law, students should behave respectfully towards staff and their fellow students. All academic and professional staff and students in the faculty are entitled to expect that interactions will be civil and respectful, whether they occur face-to-face or by phone, SMS, email, or any other medium. All staff and students must be treated civilly and with respect in the use of social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or other fora connected with the law faculty. Behaving respectfully includes observing values such as politeness, punctuality in attending classes, and attentiveness in class. 2, honesty. All interactions between students and other individuals in the faculty should be honest and open. The commitment to honesty includes observing such values as trustworthiness, truthfulness, fair dealing, and sincerity. Students should observe appropriate standards of honesty and openness in their conduct, both as members of the law faculty and as potential future members of the legal profession. Honesty, by the way, also includes being original in your work and avoiding plagiarism. 3, competence and confidentiality. Law students may enjoy the privilege of participating in clinical legal education or training, serving articles in law firms, or taking up volunteer positions in law-related organizations. In these positions, students must act with integrity and professionalism. Students must ensure that their conduct and any advice they give is competent and within the scope of their responsibility. In all contexts, students must not publicize information that is confidential about clients, other students, academic or professional staff, whether in person, by social media, or by any other medium. These attributes of ethical behavior are not only important while you are in the law faculty and the university. These attributes you must take with them with you into the profession and in your lives. Without them, you will be in the wrong profession. In conclusion, let me end by reminding you of what is generally known as the golden rule of ethics. It says, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
Hello everyone, my name is Leah Malasedi. I'm from Bloemfontein. I am a lawyer, 10 years in this space, shocker. But what I am also is a legal technology and innovation specialist. I mention this because it's quite new and it's something for you to consider, because today what I will be tapping into is the digital side of the law. Whether we like it or not, one of my favorite quotes from fellow legal tech enthusiast Narushka Bowen is that the legal industry is not immune to the 4IR. And I think what COVID has done for us really this year is push us to rethink how we do law, how we teach law, but more importantly, how we can break access to justice barriers that currently exist using technology. Now, I've been running a virtual legal tech startup for 4 years now. Before online got fancy, before it got trendy, it was quite difficult. But one thing I want for you to keep in mind is always have the ability to reinvent yourself. Think about it this way. I did my articles at the University of the Free State Law Clinic. After that, I went into private practice at Hill McHardy and Herbs. And then I found myself at the biggest law firm in the Free State, Patswani Henny Attorneys. How did that happen? Through strategic thinking, through branding myself. And as you embark on this journey of your studies, what I want for you to start doing is actually invest in how you would want for the world to see you. How do you want to be portrayed? Are you building your personal brand in such a way that really creates the necessary image that you want the world to see? Well, after corporate, I decided to start my own thing. Why? Because I'm weird. And for all of the weirdos in the room, whether you are in the staff or you're a student, rest easy, the world will adjust. They will join you. Us weirdos are actually the ones that are leading the space. When they were laughing at Lenoma Legal about going virtual, doing legal services online a couple of years back, now they're asking us for tips. Now they're coming to us for assistance in terms of how can we digitize legal services? How can we make it easier for people to get access to legal services and legal documents, which is what we do. And so don't be deterred. Keep going. studying is hard. I did not mention my personal journey, but I think it's important for you to also realize that in my second year as a law student at this very prestigious institution, I fell pregnant. I was 19 with twins. So for a lot of people, that can deter them. That can really stop their journey. And so what I'm saying is that things will happen. It's life. But don't let that stop you from achieving your goals. So here I am, 13 years later, bunch of kids, an amazing lawyer, and the very university where I became a mother is also the very same university where I sit on the council as a member, the highest decision-making body of the university. Look, mine is a story of resilience, persistence, and consistency. So if there's anything that you remember about today, as you take this oath, as you really venture into the legal industry, be consistent in whatever you do, in your studies, in what you're trying to build, and in how you want to change the world. If you entered the legal industry in order to make money, I'm sorry. They lied. Law can make you money, but it's hard money. It's sweat money. It means that you need to work hard for it. And you're going to feel it as you continue and pursue your studies. Now, going back to the digital side of it. We've seen it, probably most of you have experienced it in terms of how you've been taught online, but that is also how things have evolved, even in the practice of law. Law firms, most of them are now remote in terms of how they delegate work. We're seeing virtual courts rising up where video conferencing platforms are used in order to facilitate evidence. And one thing that I want for you to keep in mind is that never be scared to try something new. And so as we move into the digitization of legal services, keep in mind that your ideas are valid. So if you have a niche idea in terms of what you want to do, keep at it. What we do at Lenomo Legal literally is online legal services. One of our greatest inventions this year was building a platform where small businesses can get access to legal documents without us getting involved. Nice, right? Yes, because that means a person can get access to legal documents 24 hours a day without having to wait for me as the lawyer to assist them. How sway, right? And that is what technology does. Do more with less. I'm in Bloem, but our footprint as a startup sits at 7 provinces. And that is just the crux of it. It's literally just the beginning. And what I want for you to keep in mind is never stop trying. Never stop doing. It will get hard. Studying law is not supposed to be easy. Otherwise, everyone would be a lawyer. It will get hard. It's supposed to get hard. It's supposed to test you mentally, emotionally. Some will even say spiritually. But through this journey, one of my old varsity friend, Andrea Kutzer, used to say to us when we studied and we had a difficult time, she would say that studying takes courage. And as you move through this, be courageous, be bold in the pursuit of your dreams. And to the staff that are taking the new oath, welcome to GUFSIS. Of course, I'm biased in my opinion, but yes, I hope you have a wonderful time here at the University of the Free State. And I truly hope that you never stop dreaming and you never stop hoping. This is Leah Molasedi. Bye.
I pledge loyalty to the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa.
I pledge loyalty to the Republic of South Africa.
And I undertake to respect its laws.
And I undertake to respect its laws.
and to maintain and develop its legal system.
And to maintain and develop its legal system.
I shall observe all the rules of the University of the Free State and the Faculty of Law.
I shall observe all the rules of the University of the Free State and of the Faculty of Law. I pledge that I shall maintain high morals and ethical standards. I pledge I shall strive towards ensuring that all my actions are in the interest of the public and directed towards improving the good name of the university and the faculty. I pledge that my use of social media platforms shall not compromise the rights of others to be treated with respect and dignity, and shall not violate the good name of the university and the faculty.
I shall uphold the dignity, traditions, and culture of the legal profession.
I pledge I shall uphold the dignity, traditions, and culture of the legal profession.
My behavior shall be such that at all times
My behavior shall be such that at all times
I may be regarded as a person fit and proper
I may be regarded as a person fit and proper
to be admitted as a legal practitioner.
to be admitted as a legal practitioner. I pledge as a jurist I shall display impeccable honesty at all times. I pledge that I shall maintain a high standard of integrity. I pledge that I shall act objectively, fairly, and without bias. I pledge that I shall employ my working potential to the full.
I bind myself to the code of conduct of the university and the faculty.
I bind myself to the code of conduct of the university and the faculty,
And to any disciplinary measures
and to any disciplinary measures
should I fail to comply with my commitment to this code.
should I fail to comply with my commitment to this code.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Good day, students, and welcome to our 2020 virtual ceremony of our Code of Ethics. My name is Tatlego Sibanyoni Boyson, and I am the Law Faculty Academic Council's chairperson. Today, I will be guiding you in taking the Code of Ethics, and for the proceedings of the ceremony, I request that you repeat after me each and every statement that I utter. I pledge loyalty to the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa.
I pledge loyalty
to the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa
and undertake to respect its laws
and to maintain and develop its legal system.
I shall observe all the rules of the University of the Free State and the Faculty of Law.
I shall observe all the rules of the University of the Free State and the Faculty of Law.
I shall maintain high moral and ethical standards.
I shall maintain high moral and ethical standards.
I shall strive towards ensuring that my actions are always in the interest of the public.
I shall strive towards ensuring
That my actions are always
in the interest of the public
and directed towards improving the good name of the university and the faculty.
and directed towards improving the good name of the university and the faculty.
My use of social media platforms shall not compromise the rights of others
to be treated with respect
and dignity,
and shall not violate the good name of the university and the faculty.
I shall uphold dignity, tradition, and the culture of the legal profession.
I shall uphold the dignity, tradition, and culture of the legal profession.
My behavior shall be such
At all times, I may be regarded as a person
fit and suitable to be admitted as a legal practitioner.
As a prospective jurist,
I shall display impeccable honesty at all times.
I shall maintain a high standard of integrity.
I shall act objectively, fairly, and without bias.
I shall employ
my working potential to the full.
I bind myself to the code of conduct
of the university and the faculty,
and to any disciplinary measure
should I fail to comply with my commitment to this code.